So we're going to open up a new workstation. Open up the skirt, which is 3004. Okay, now we're going to use two methods to add fullness into the skirt. And we're going to first delete the point, delete point, and I'm going to delete this dart end. Okay, and delete this dart end again. Okay, and then after I delete all this dart end, I have to combine this line because right now it's a diamond shape. It means these are all separate lines. So I'm going to go to the line menu, modify line, combine and merge, and I'm clicking this one first, this one second, third, fourth, fifth, and then okay. Now did you see all the diamond change into a triangle? So this is a continuous line, and I'm going to click OK. So now by looking at this, we want to make a fullness. We want to add 3 inches at the waist, and then we want to add 9 inches at the bottom. So I'm going to first try to the piece menu, go into fullness, and I'm going to use variable fullness. Then I'm going to slash a line from here, right here, horizontal, go all the way down to the hem. Another one right here, horizontal, here, go all the way down to the hem. Another line from here, horizontal, go all the way down to the hem. And then I'm going to click OK. Select the location to remain stationary. It will be your center back line. Internal line, I'll click in the box, we'll pick up the internal line, and we're going to click OK. So position the piece. So now if we're on cursor mode, it's just going to go as however we move it. So we're going to change the cursor mode to value mode. Once the pop into value mode, our famous yellow arrow will occur too. So this direction will be plus, this direction will be minus. Obviously we're going to go to the plus side because we're adding fullness to the rest of the skirt. So if we want to add 3 inches on top, and I have 3 slash lines, that means on the waist I have to add 1 inch. So I'm going to do 1 inch each time. Okay, now pop it to bottom. The bottom we want to add 9 inches. So 9 divided by 3, so it will be 3 inches on each slash line. So I enter distance 3 inches, pop back up, I enter 1, okay, and then pop back down, I enter 3, okay, pop back up 1 inch, and then I'm going to click OK, and back down 3 inches, okay. So okay. So we are going to look at this pattern. You see, now we have created a skirt using the variable fullness. And we're going to right click, edit piece info, and I'm going to change this, enable this, change the name over here, not 3034 anymore. I'm going to write variable fullness skirt, VFS. Apply, okay. Okay, now I'm going to piece to menu, bring that up. So there is other way to do it. We will do the same sequence again. We're going to delete that point, this here, okay, delete that point, and then I'm going to say okay. Line, modifying line, I'm going to combine and merge all this line together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. And then select the line to merge. We're done with everything. No more. So now, in order to achieve the same thing, there's other way to do it in the fullness, but the outcome might not be as beautiful as before. We could do the piece, fullness menu. First, let's save this as a skirt draft. Edit piece info, I'm going to save this as skirt draft. So, draft. So when I go piece to menu, I have one of them. I already eliminated dart. I don't have to do it over again. Okay, bring it down, back down again. We're going to do piece, fullness. we're going to try 1-point fullness. You'll see what I'm saying. Like if it's 1-point fullness, it's not going to be as even as how we wanted. Select point for fullness. We want the fullness here. /2 at the bottom of the skirt, and we want the whole line to be center back, and then we want to add 3 inches at the waist. So I'm going to write 3 inches. So you see now the waistline have expanded. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to select the point of fullness right here, and then select the line to /2 right here, and line to hold, center back. I'm going to say OK, and I want to add this to 9 inches. So this is, we're using 1-point fullness, so it's not a smooth shape. But I'm going to piece to menu this 1-point fullness, 1 PT full. Okay. I'm going to bring down the skirt draft again. We could also use taper fullness for this menu. So we could go to piece, fullness, taper fullness, create slash line from pivot end to open end. Let's say we're going to create slash line here to here, here to here. You could do vertical if you want to do vertical, or you could just do by hand to eye it. And I'm going to say OK. So location remain stationary, center back, internal line, click the box, and I'm going to say OK. So now because I slashed it to here, the open end will be here. So I slash 3 times. I'm going to do 3 inches on each slash I'm doing for the bottom. 3 inches at the bottom. And then now I'm going to do the reverse thing, create slash line from pivot end to open end. So I'm going to create slash line this way, because now I want to do it to the waist, right? This way, another one this way to here. And I'm going to say OK. Stationary, center back, the same thing. Internal line, click anything. I'm going to click OK. And then 3 inches is my waist. I want, so we make slash line. So we want to spread the 3 inches apart. So it will be 1 inch on each. 1 inch. 1 inch again. So we X out of here. You could see now it's more smooth by using the taper fullness. Variable fullness, you're doing everything in one shot. Taper fullness, you're doing in separate way. So you're going to do piece to menu, and then you're going to write taper fullness. Taper fullness skirt. And then I'm going to click OK. So I have all this. Taper fullness, 1-point fullness, and then the variable fullness, and then you separate them and you can see how it looks like using different method.